But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
What's up, man?
Are you a TikToker?
Yeah, I'm on here doing freestyle raps for people. Could I do a freestyle for you?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, dope. I need your help because I'm gonna improvise.
Okay.
Can you give me like a song topic?
Okay, a grizzly bear drinking milk.
A grizzly bear drinking milk.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, I love it. Oh wow, you got a grizzly bear on your mug right there?
Yeah, it's milk. That's
You drinking milk out of there?
Yes.
Oh wow,
I do.
so this makes so much sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Let's go. Yeah, 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 okay, yeah, come on, yeah. Any forest, I get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, yo, my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk, yeah, I'm a grizzly, that's mad facts, us bears, we got a bad rap, yeah, people aren't really aware, when they see us while they hiking, yo, they get scared, they like, no, that's that dude, that grizzly that's really gonna steal our food, damn, hey, yo, his size is godly, he might even catch us and eat our bodies, yeah, people think that I'ma eat them raw, people scared of my teeth, scared of my claws, people scared cause my size is giant, and they know in a fight that I'm certain to triumph. But here's the thing, I don't like people. I'm not a bad guy, I'm not evil. Nah, that's not the way I'm built. I ain't gonna eat you, I just want your milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. I said my fur, it be smoother than silk. I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear, yeah. And my fur, it be smoother than silk. Hey, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, real big how I been built. I'm not really a fan of the skim milk. I do invent, loving to drink the 2%. Yeah, and y'all know I don't make people feel the wrath. I want the half and half, yeah. Yo, look in my eyes, they so dreamy. Pour me a glass of milk that's mad creamy. All the milk, you know it shook me. But hey, I think I'll need some cookies. Yeah, that's gonna make sure my mood don't get low. When I got the cookies, I can dip those. Yeah, if I got the milk, it's a miracle. Yeah, I might need a bowl of cereal. Oh shit, man, he even had the prop. Y'all know we drinking non-stop. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Hey, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. And my fur is smoother than silk. Hey, so I'm just out here drinking milk. I said, any forest, I'll get busy there. Yeah, I'm a motherfucking grizzly bear. Hey, and my fur, it be smoother than silk. Come on, I'm just out here drinking milk. Yeah, I'm about to make you aware. If you got milk, better pour a glass for the bears. Yeah, I'm out here getting busy. Pour me a glass of milk for this grizzly. Yeah, I'ma make you aware. Hey, go and pour a glass of milk for the bears. Hey, y'all know the milk got me amped. And if you don't pour me a cup, I'll terrorize your camp. Let's go.
Hello and welcome. Good to see you all.
You're a weirdo.
It's what do you call it? A chew in the fat, not a chew in the fat. Still game joke. It's a still game joke. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. We've got a little topic in YouTube. Is Britain on the edge of revolution?
No, it's on the edge of civil war.
Yeah, is it on the edge of revolution and civil war? Just a little topic, and then we're going over to watch movies.
Where's Ledwell?
Ledwell's there in Charlotte.
No, but why ain't he in StreamYard?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue. The link's there if people want to come in. I mean, one of the movies is a request from Jaden, which is God of Gamblers. It is one that you have to read the captions for because it's in foreign. It's Chow Yun Fat in 1989, but apparently it's a good film. But yeah, it's in subtitles, so we have to watch the subtitles. But the movie after that is Highlander, so I'm going to try and do Highlander 2 tomorrow. So we spoke about Highlander for a while, but we haven't done it. But let's just get on with the topic, eh? That looks like Roger to me. Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Roger. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, Peter.
And good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, just a reminder, I'm at Vicky's. I am on the laptop, so when it comes to the movies, if it does jump about a bit, it's because the laptop's temperamental. But we'll give it a good go.
Thomas likes the lighting.
Yeah, this is Vicky's place. This is Vicky's. Hers is a lot better than mine.
The lighting though, it's just a grove light. It has like a thing on the top. And when you're watching like a movie or something,
Yeah,
it changes to whatever colours are on the screen.
it's on the screen. Yeah. It's cool. It's really cool.
I've got it on my other
Never
tablet
seen that
as well.
before.
Laptop. Jono said laptop.
Exodus and Kings. YouTube and TV.
Thomas put a link in.
Yeah, I know. It's Exodus and Kings. I know.
It's not
But-
made for this country.
Yeah, no, it's unavailable for here. I know. It's unavailable here. It's YouTube movie. It's something he's probably bought or rented. Because look, it's YouTube movies and TV. And that's where I get mine from. Yeah, Exodus, God and Kings. Yeah, we've already done that one. We've already done Exodus. We did Exodus, God and Kings. Yeah. We did Noah as well. We've already done that. We've done that movie. We've done that. Yeah, we did that about 6 months ago, something like that. Maybe a bit more. Exodus, Gods and Kings. And we did Noah. And we did the controversial Last Temptation of Christ, which is a Scorsese film where Jesus comes down off the cross.
The
Yeah.
laptop may suck, right? But my monitor's better than yours.
But the laptop's crap. I've got two.
He only says it's crap now because he's got the PC.
No, I said it was crap before it. Babe, that's why I got the PC, is it not? You weirdo. We haven't done the 10 Commandments. We haven't done the 10 Commandments. Not the chat. Is it the Charlton Heston one?
Yeah, that's the original.
Heston that did 10 Commandments. Yeah, something like that. So what are you saying, Roger? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello, Rod.
After
I was
you covered it,
hoping Jaden be here for his movie because it was him that chose that movie.
He was in chat.
Was it? Yeah, earlier. Was it?
he's in there. Yeah, he's in there. Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay. Cool.
Roger,
Yes, ma'am.
you were on Keith's. Did your phone keep going off?
Hey, a couple of times you guys were texting. Yeah, I kept dinging. I wonder why, but yeah, I got it. That's funny.
Me and Heron, right? We totally forgot which chat we were in, and we're spamming the chat
No doubt.
in headquarters, and it goes to Roger, and you can hear his phone ping.
No doubt. Anyway, the topic I've got is just a little I think a 20-odd minute video from Moon, a guy called Moon. He's quite good at putting these little documentary style videos together in his way. We've used him before. He's quite fast. He goes through things quite fast. So we might be finishing the topic quite quickly and over to the movie. I don't know. But should we get started on it or? You got anything else?
Jaden, where are you?
Yeah, we don't. Right. There he is. There he is,
See
right
that?
there.
That's because I said Jaden, where
You
are
asked.
you?
Right there, yeah. Jaden, where are you? And just poof,
Hey, what's up, man?
like a genie. Like a
Hello.
Jaden genie. You know?
Nice name.
Yeah. All what do you call it? Little oh, where is it? Have I still got it? Have I still got it? Yeah, little Twicky.
Oh man,
Oh
they
no.
bring back memories.
Where did he go though?
He's still about. He's
Is
still
he?
about. Yeah, he's still about.
Oh, remember when I
Too,
what
isn't
did I
I
say?
was stressing last time we seen him.
No, but what did I say to him on that thing? I said something. I called him a petulant child. or
Yeah, and he
something,
was. And he
and
went
he
off like
lost
this.
it. Like
Oh.
all because I called him a petulant child.
Well, there was a picture. Well, he made that face at me, didn't he? When I said something to him, oh, she's a feisty fella. That's what I
you
said to him.
did.
She's a feisty fella.
Like,
I can easily leave, you know. I can easily leave.
Oh.
In you go. In you go. Leave.
don't let the door hit you.
Yeah, it's funny.
Lord,
Right, so we get on with the topic. So right, the first movie is the one that Jaden picked. He said it is in subtitles, but he says it's worth watching. It's a decent movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Right, cool. So let's get the topic so we can get over that done. Let's do it. Right. So, yeah, sorry I was so late, guys. I totally forgot to do the Rumble side. So I had to get the Rumble side sorted out, you know, and it takes a minute or two to kick in. So it took a minute. Because I've been doing all these streams. I totally forgot. Right, let's do it. Oh, wrong one. Oh, come on, page. You're clicking the wrong thing. There we go. Video file. Book of Exodus. Where is it? Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, I did. I've downloaded it. I was thinking I downloaded it when on the other computer, but no, it's here. Okay, let's do it. Here it is.
More obvious than in Britain, the country with the most surveillance cameras in the world, where wages are stagnant, public services and infrastructure are failing, and the whole country seems to be on the verge of a huge crisis right now. There are
It kind of is, isn't it?
Kinda.
All of what he just said there is completely true, you know. And this is just the intro.
Justin. It's okay. I'll
Why don't you go
provide
and take one of those bloke's hands?
Did you not see him and Jay in chat?
No.
They were just spamming chat. It was
All
funny.
right, no doubt. Sorry, Roger.
I was saying, go up and shake one of these blokes' hands, see what kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, these policemen are what they're meant to be.
Civil servants.
Yeah,
But they're not. They work for the king.
Right, there you go. Pretty much what I was going to say. Hey, chilling. How you doing, bro?
Do you know the king can commit murder and he won't get done for it?
Well, of course, he's above the law.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. The king seems like he's a bit salam alaikum nowadays, you know. No, alaikum
He
salam.
don't like bacon.
No. Well, he used to. I mean, look who he's married to.
Oh, true.
Queen consort bacon.
Not queen consort, you know,
Why?
because he wouldn't have it. She's just queen.
Well, she was queen consort for a while, wasn't
She's
she?
not anymore. No, never has been.
Okay, fair play.
Not my queen, not my king.
Oh, fair play.
So the king's a traitor to his own country? Is that what you guys are saying?
Pretty much.
Oh. Don't say you like bacon because you'll get arrested. I love bacon.
Absolutely, Thomas. There is good people over here, but when it comes to government, man, it's ridiculous. It's
You know,
ridiculous,
do you know today the prime minister's had to reshuffle cabinet?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, do you know one of his MPs had committed fraud and they didn't even know it? She'd been done for fraud, and he made her an MP.
No
You're
doubt.
not allowed.
No doubt. See, corrupted.
Bent as a 10 bob note.
And Bob's note is always bent. Anyway, let's go.
annual protests everywhere, crime is becoming rampant, immigration is taking over, and now the government is even trying to restrict the
Immigration is taking over. I mean, it's more like
Colonization.
illegal immigration, not just immigration. Hey, Heron, how you doing, sister? Good to see you. Chilling. Good to see you, bro. Good to see all you guys.
Do you know I still ain't text chilling back?
Okay, I didn't know.
I spoke to him for ages.
I know. Chilling's Chilling's doing his own thing always, isn't he?
Busy boy.
Busy boy, absolutely.
All hail.
I thought I heard a voice coming from your bedroom. Is the TV
the
on?
telly.
Okay.
Turn the camera off a minute and I'll go and turn it
Oh,
off.
babe, you with this bloody camera. Go. Go.
Get out of sight, Vicky. Come on, move, move,
Yeah.
move, move.
No,
Run,
do it,
Vicky, go.
because I've got barely anything on.
Run.
Oh no, we want to see that.
No, you don't.
Yara's got coat. She got pajamas on. She just meant her dressing gown wasn't on.
Yeah, yeah.
Sandra, good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Internet. But as everything crumbles around the country, the government focuses more and more on increasing its control of the people in whatever way it can, solely because it knows it's losing power. People are getting sick of both Labour and the Conservatives. It's two sides of the exact same coin, and public anger is reaching a breaking point. So the
Yes,
government's
it
doing
is.
everything they can to
I wouldn't say it's reaching breaking point, but people, when it comes to the people, but people are definitely starting to see it and they're starting to act on it now. Like before, they were just all nonchalant. Oh yeah, okay, just let whatever will be, but people are starting to see it now, which is a good thing. It'd be even better if they seen Christ within the situation, know that maybe within the situation they'll come to know that they need Christ. You know what I mean? How you doing, Sandra?
Hey everybody, I'm
Hey,
fine.
Sandra.
You?
Yeah, all good, bro. All good. All good.
Yeah, am I ready for that emergency alert test tomorrow?
Are you?
No, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I haven't even had a text about it.
No.
And do you know last time it happened in 2021 or 2020? Might have been 2021 or 2022. I can't remember. It never happened to me either. I never got it. I heard about it, but it never happened to me. It happened to me, mate, Harry, but it didn't happen to me.
Yeah, you can turn it off. If you go into settings and notifications.
I don't even know if I'll get it. I don't even know if I'll get it. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah,
Yes, it's off.
Come on.
yeah, I'll switch mine off.
Come on.
Cool. Right, can I put the camera back on?
Hi,
now?
Sandro.
Hello, Vicky.
You right?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good
Nice.
girl.
Cool. What are you looking at, you little bugger?
Sandro, how hard is it to not be able to time out trolls?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
It was
you
nice
got-
bit
you
of,
got-
timeout tennis.
Yeah.
You had the flat earthers timing Globies out, and the Globies untiming them out.
Aye.
There's no
And I'm
point.
trying to
There's
get-
no point in anybody having the spanners. If everybody's
I'm
got
trying to be like lenient and not I haven't banned
Yeah.
anybody yet.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you ban?
No, I haven't banned anybody.
Didn't you ban
No.
the?
No, I didn't ban Brenda.
That's
No,
fine,
I
Brenda.
asked Flats. Look, I said Flats. A bit of advice here, and as soon as it said Brenda, he did it because like he says, yeah, no, Brenda can't say that. No, definitely not. So now I haven't hit anybody yet. No, I'm trying to be lenient.
Yeah, me too.
That's the one. That's the one.
I've timed a couple out. I think
Oh,
it was
yeah,
last
you've
night.
got to be timed out. They've got
I
to be
did
timed
one
out.
yesterday. I timed someone out yesterday. Then Sandro comes in and times them out for longer.
Yeah, it's got to be done sometimes.
Perfect.
Got to be done.
Yeah.
I've only been blocked in one chat since I've been in here, and guess whose chat that was? Duffy.
Yeah, no doubt. Right, let's do this video.
control the situation. So instead of addressing the root issues of all of these problems, they're passing acts like the Online Safety Bill. And when people question its effectiveness or whether they really want to hand over their ID to some random company, the government tries to silence them. Not just by censoring any online criticism and forcing you to put your ID to access much of the internet, but even just listen to what the UK's Technology Secretary says to its critics.
Be in no doubt at all. If you want to overturn the Online Safety Act, you are on the side of predators, not those who want to keep children safe.
You heard that right. Peter Carl is saying that if you object to mandatory ID checks on the internet, then you're just the same as some of the worst people alive.
So if you object to having mandatory IDs on the internet, then you're just as bad as a pred, as a PDF. Disgusting,
What?
man. The dude, he just said if you object to mandatory ID online, then you're as bad as a PDF. No, these guys that are saying that are probably PDFs.
That's the thing, though. Like, and if you look at the sentences for certain things like SA and that, and great, the sentences are a lot less than like people like Lucy Connolly. And I know I've said her name a few times, but she put a tweet up for 3 hours, deleted it, and then got 31 months in prison.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But then you've got an illegal immigrant that's come over. He's committed SA on a child and on an adult, and he gets nothing, like a suspended sentence or community service. And I think the law's screwed, because if you SA a child or grape somebody or whatever, then to me you should have a life in prison, because do you know what? If you're going to do it once, you're going to do it again.
Well, yeah, in general, absolutely. But there is forgiveness and there can be healing. So they still need praying for, no matter
Yes,
what.
but doesn't mean that society has to.
No, of
have
course
them
it
in
doesn't. Well, you still, if
No, I know.
if they're not in prison and they haven't done anything after they've served their sentence, then obviously you do have to have them in
Yeah,
society.
but not if they show no remorse.
No, if they don't show any remorse, they get caught, they go to prison, or people just have to deal with them.
I think PDFs should
We
get
need to
life.
get off this topic, but
I
yeah,
know, but I'm saying they should get life in prison.
Well, of
I do not
course.
care.
of course, but you still need to forgive no matter what.
Yeah, but they can. you
I
can
know,
be
I know,
forgiven and
I'm
not
I know.
at the
I'm
same
just trying to get the
time.
point through. Even though it's hard to do, these things need forgiving.
I know.
Because to God, sin is sin. Yes, and there's different consequences to different sins.
You know,
But sin is
you
still
know
sin.
that
I know.
I've- And I've forgiven that.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. So, like, but yes.
Yeah, over here, when they go inside, they don't come out. Let's put it that way.
Well, yeah, that's it. I mean, if they've got no remorse and that's what they want to do for the rest of their lives, then that's what they deserve. They deserve death. Babe, can I talk? They deserve death, definitely, if they're not going to change. If they're not going to change, absolutely deserve to be dead. But who am I to judge? You know, who am I to judge somebody that God's going to be judging in the end?
No,
you know?
because a jury is your peers, and they are
Yeah,
supposed
I'm
to
talking
judge
about
you.
scripturally.
I know, but I'm on about here.
I'm talking about scripturally a little bit. And it's horrible. Horrible people and horrible things. And the Bible says it's an abomination. And they do deserve that. Absolutely. And I agree completely. And it's hard to think that, it's hard to believe that these are the people who've got to love and forgive.
I think, like, for me, when I was, whatted.
Yeah.
No, but that person that did that just said it's in the past. Like,
I know, baby. You don't need to be telling trolls and all that stuff, because you know what they're like.
No,
It's up to you, but I'm just saying,
No, but
it's not even your testimony. You can put it in your testimony if you want it, but I'm just saying you can if you want. But I mean, you know what they're like.
No, I know that. But,
Hold on, go on, babe.
but he had no remorse. It was just like, well, it was in the past.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's in the past. Forget about it. Yeah, I was there. I battered the crap out of him.
Doesn't deny it, but just says it's in the past.
I beat the crap out of him in 2012, didn't I? Because of it.
Remember the bike?
Yeah, I threw his own bike at him,
I
then
got-
threw
I
it
got
in the
nicked for
garden. I know you got nicked for it. I didn't get nicked for it. But,
I didn't get nothing done though. But no, like, it's easy to say, like, just forgive, but when
I'm not saying just forgive. That's not what I'm saying.
No, I know. But when somebody violates you and then just says it's in the past
Yeah,
and
I know.
shows no remorse, it's kind of like a kick in the face.
It's more than that, isn't it? Listen, do you really think he was going to show remorse? Who he is?
No.
Well, of course not. Of course not. Anyway, let's carry on.
Now, at this point, can you even imagine anyone falling for such an obvious and disgusting?
1984, the newer version with John Hart, who's actually dead now as well.
Attempted manipulation. Maybe some old boomers, but at this point, the country is sick of this fake language. Everyone sees straight through it. Because the UK's been dealing with this sort of political language for almost 15 years now, and has led us to where we are today. So to see why the UK is at such a bad point right now, we need to go back to the
That's right, Thomas. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Not vengeance is fine. Yeah, I get it. Absolutely, Thomas. Absolutely, bro.
2010 UK election with the former Prime Minister Gordon Brown. There was a moment where one of his own supporters asked him about Labour's migration plan, and he gave her a condescending non-answer. Then, as he was leaving the event, he called her a bigoted woman just for asking questions. He hadn't realised the microphone on his lapel was still recording. It was a shocking moment.
Ah, Gordon Brown, just another puppet. Just another puppet. He was just another. Well, they all are. Go on, brother.
And I'm just whistling like that. Yeah, I can see.
Oh,
that happening.
sorry. I thought you wanted to say something.
No. I had a little story for you right quick before I was going to tell you if you want to hear it. It's quick. My brother was locked up in a thing called Tent City in Arizona, and there was one of these, bragging about what he did, and within 2 weeks he just disappeared completely out of the population. That happens a lot. But I mean, he came in bragging about it. A 12-year-old, if that matter.
Well, some do come in bragging about it, either mad on their head or thinking that everybody else in prison is like that. You know, some just think, hey, I can say what. No, you can't. No, you can't. If you're in jail for that, well, in the rest of if you're in mainstream, if you're in general population and they know about it, you're not going to have a happy time.
Spud.
You're not having a happy time.
Spud, is that your other link that I've just put in chat? Can you tell me?
Oh, well, Spud's in it, the bike one. But yeah, you're not gonna have a good time, man.
No, I know, but I'm not 100% sure, and I need to know.
But if they are in their own wing, they get everything. You know, they do have their own wing if they want to go on protection and all that, and they get treated better than the rest of the population. And it just depends on what prison, where about. You know,
we don't have that over here.
But in general pop, they ain't having a good time. That's for sure.
Maybe they do have jails.
The arguably lost Labour.
Yeah.
The election.
You can't say anything about the immigrants because you're saying that you're but all these Eastern Europeans what are coming in, where are they flocking from?
Well, just should never have put me with that woman. Everything. She's just a sort of bigoted woman.
Just a bigoted woman. All she was worrying about was her country and the people in it. How was she bigoted? This was a while ago when he was in Gordon Brown was about 3 prime ministers ago, wasn't he?
More than that.
Yeah.
More than that.
Wow.
Was this 2010, 2005 or something around there?
Yeah, about that.
Do you know what though? And I hate to say it, but Britain weren't that bad back then.
Yeah, but he was bit. But that's the thing. These were the puppets doing their thing at the time, leading into who's in now and who's going to be in the future. Obviously, it wasn't as bad back then, but you've got to remember, 2 years after the recession, 2008 recession. So you forget about that things. They were bad recession-wise. Might not have been bad immigration-wise, but that is when it all started. That's when all the Afghans and all that were coming in. 2010 and stuff.
Not like they are now.
No, more now, but that's when they did start coming in.
But when you think, like here...
And the EU thing, the EU, I mean, coming out of the...
EU?
EU, yeah. Coming out of the EU at the time, yeah, as well.
But...
Yeah, Frank Noble, how you doing, man? Good to see you, bro.
But, like now, I've got that hotel full of Afghans.
Mm-hmm.
Right, then you've got the other 2 full of illegals, and then you've got the one up there with illegals.
I know.
Like, I've never slept with a weapon next to me in my whole life because I've never felt unsafe in my own home or country.
Mm-hmm.
I now sleep with a weapon on my bedside table.
I know. Right, let's go on. I'll never get finished.
She used to be late. I mean, it's ridiculous.
but seemingly the government is.
Sorry if it like jigs about and zaps forward and cuts out and here and there. It's the laptop. If it goes silent, you know it's because of the laptop. It'll come back on. What?
Frank hasn't got a spanner, and that's because he was banned.
I know,
because you thought he was the other one.
I know.
Just decided to be public with this sort of thing and make it their main PR strategy to control the UK and escape all the mounting hatred towards the government right now. It's funny too, looking at this moment, because in hindsight the woman was completely right. Millions and millions of people have now entered the UK since that interview took place, and key figures from that government have confirmed that it was a strategic policy to open the borders of the UK, something that the government has been trying to hide up for years now, as it's one of the main causes for all the problems we're seeing. This moment was one of the first times of the UK government so clearly covering up the truth with political rhetoric, and we've just seen it over and over since. Both Labour and the Conservatives have been following the same playbook for years. They will take a key issue for the British people.
Labour and Conservative following the same playbook when they used to be totally in opposition.
When I used to vote Conservative.
Total in opposition, but they're just doing the same thing. There was a coalition between them, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Was that?
No, that was
Lib Democrats. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Yeah. Hey, Matthew Eastman, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Yeah.
This was when all the Polish was coming over.
Yeah. I remember, because I lived in...
But the Polish are not minded anymore because they've like integrated their work and everything.
Yeah.
Totally different people coming in now.
Yeah, exactly.
I lived in Stratford upon Avon when the Eastern started coming over.
Yeah.
And if anyone who knows Stratford upon Avon knows that the swans, like...
Oh, yeah, the swans are getting eaten and stuff. Yeah.
But within like a short space of time, something like 12 swans went missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then they found some ones in the bin. They'd cooked one.
Disgusting.
Yeah, stew.
But they're
I watched that earlier, Vicky.
Did you?
Yeah. Had a big pot of swan stew with all bones and feathers in the bin.
Lovely.
No, but the swans were the queens, so now they're the kings. You're not meant to do anything. You can't touch them.
Well, yeah, they are. They're allowed to, allegedly. So.
Well, they eat them, so.
Well, do they? They're allowed to, but whether they do or not.
No, but look at when we go down fishing and they sit with the bucket and they collect the fish to take them out.
No, they do.
That's disgusting.
Well, no, they take them to set. They don't take them to eat them. They might eat some, but they take them to put them in the pond and sell them.
No, they eat them.
They don't just eat them, babe. It's carp. They can sell it. There's koi carp in there in the pond, so they wait for koi. They sell the koi carp as well. Remember, there's some koi carp in there.
But since the influx of people, fish
I know.
populations are going down because he's taking them and eating them.
No, even from the canal. They're
That's
catching
dirty.
pike from the canal and eating them. It's disgusting.
But like, there was a dead man in that canal.
A dead man.
Okay, a couple of dead men.
A couple. Oh my goodness, babe.
I'm just
There's
saying.
been so many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Exactly.
No, you've had like fermented bodies in there.
Yummy.
Like child safety, something that everyone can.
I'm just saying, I'll be here all night. What? Sorry, Roger.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least they could do us a bit of a service and eat all these feral pigeons in the town centres.
I like pigeons. Me and Jim like pigeons.
Well, yeah, we like Jim's pigeons. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've eaten pigeons.
Pigeons
agree on, and then cloak their ominous policy within this. They will exploit a crisis to push their own short-sighted, greedy, career-minded decisions while using the crisis to deflect criticism. Today we're seeing it with the safety of children and the surveillance state. People are rightfully worried about their children's safety. Violent crime is up across the country. Highly organized grooming gangs have been responsible for thousands of offenses, and there are legitimate threats online as well. Not only are there predators,
even
but
online threads, they do it openly. And there you go. There's the Coventry lot there. Look on the right, bottom one. Where's Birmingham? Is Birmingham there? No, yeah, it'll be there somewhere, but we just can't see it. Can't see it there. But yeah, Coventry's there. Look, Coventry's there, middle and the end.
Social media platforms themselves are widely acknowledged as harmful to children on a nationwide level. Ever since the pandemic, teachers have been reporting more violence, less focus, and higher levels of abuse from their pupils. But instead,
all right, Roger, I've seen a little bit, man. Like I say, once I finish this, I'll go straight to the movies and rumble. Hopefully they work. Hopefully they work, because they, like I say, the laptop's temperamental. Sometimes it overheats and kicks me out. So if it does do that, if it kicks me out, it'll still stay alive. All I have to do is restart the computer, and I'll be back in. So if you see a point that I get kicked out and it's still live, I'll be back in. You know what I mean? Because it happens with this.
Where's Rod going?
I don't know. Rod
Going
says
to
he's
the
off.
shop. Going to the shop.
Oh, he's
I
off to
gotta
the
fix it
shop.
pretty close. Yeah, the one I'm going to closes here by 6. So.
All right, bro. All right, no problem, man. See you in a little bit.
Later.
Later, Roger.
Bye, Rod.
Later, Sandra. Bye, Vicky.
instead of actually dealing with any of these problems though, the UK's government has used the crisis to extend their own control instead. They flat out admitted this. Officials have stated that the act is, quote, not primarily aimed at the protection of children, but was about regulating services that have a significant influence over the public discourse. Already we've seen the results on X. Trending posts about politically sensitive topics like the migrant hotels get age restricted, despite
see what I mean? Talking about the migrant hotels and they get age restricted because the truth's going out there. I mean, I suppose, I can understand why it gets age restricted, but aren't people under 18 in our country as well? You know what I mean? That are getting affected by this.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're on about letting 16-year-olds vote. So how can they age restrict stuff and then expect kids to vote?
Well, come on, they can get married at 16, but they can't drink till they're 18.
I know, but
yeah, and they can go and they can join the army and kill innocent people at 16.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Your signal must be bad at the minute, Ray Jaden. It's not letting me let you in. If you can hear me, I could see you backstage, but it's not letting me let you in. Oh, no doubt.
No clear content that could harm children in any way.
An absolute mess in the immigration office, which is costing the taxpayer $6.5 million a day in hotels. So why don't they take some of that money and spend it?
He's noticed because he's probably away from the thing. He'll notice. Don't worry.
On staff for the immigration system and get these people through the system, and either they're going to be asked to leave the country and we have to deport them because they're not being approved, or they can get out and make a life here. We have got so many jobs waiting to be filled.
It's simply a news story that threatens the UK government, because if more people knew about this...
It disconnects my mic and I don't realize it.
Yeah, no, I know. So did you hear me telling you that it won't let me let you in?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
but did you hear me? Do you hear me in the StreamYard side, or is it the YouTube side?
No, I can hear you.
Right. Okay. Cool. So I was never sure if you can hear me or not. Hey, Baz in the house. Good to see you, bro.
By the way, that movie we're gonna watch, it has an English dub as well, but I guess it doesn't matter which one we watch.
Yeah, but is it got an English dub on the one I'm using it on? I don't know. We'll see.
No idea. I guess we'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. If I'd rather watch it in the original, if it has to. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, because the English is very cringe. You know, it's like
yeah. So we'll watch it.
Clearly not the same guy talking.
Yeah, we'll watch it with the captions on there.
There would be political upheaval, and so they force you to do facial scans and put in your ID to even read about it. The only thing that saves us from bureaucracy is its inefficiency, and the UK is no different. The Online Safety Act doesn't work. Kids can easily get around the ID check by using video game models or pictures to trick the AI face check. Only the major sites have these checks as well, so any kid willing to scroll past the first 5 Google results can see whatever awful things they like. In fact, the new system actually pushes children towards these unmoderated, shadier and more dangerous sites. Of course, the most common way people get around it is by using a VPN. Just bounce your connection through a different country and you dodge the checks completely.
He didn't even say he's doing his thing, he just goes straight into it.
For context about how seriously we take these things in the United States, if I were to do what Ofcom did and threaten an American in the free exercise of their constitutional rights, I would be subject to a 10-year federal prison term. If I paired it with a threat to kidnap, the maximum penalty is death. They have no idea what they've woken up.
When other democracies are telling your leaders they're going too far, it's a very bad sign. The chairman of the FTC also told US companies not to follow the Online Safety Act because it is so invasive that it breaks US law. And it isn't an isolated incident either. The UK was planning on forcing Apple and other US tech companies to put in a backdoor on their devices. The UK could then snoop on everyone's data while also opening up a massive data.
Sorry.
I said I called him one time.
Oh, you called them?
The owner of the FTC, yeah.
Okay.
Or it might have been the FCC. I don't know.
Okay. What for?
I just prank called him.
Oh, prank.
Yeah, Hunter Biden's laptop got leaked, and all of his contacts on his iPhone got leaked on the laptop. So I was calling like ex-presidents and like just the most crazy people, dude.
Oh mad.
I was like, is this really the FCC? Like, because that's the Federal Communications Company, right?
No.
And an Indian guy picked up the phone, and I looked it up, and there's an Indian that runs the company, dude. So I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely him. Like, I wish I would have saved those numbers, man. It was like 3,000 numbers of like all famous people, governors, like super high power people.
Absolutely.
All in the same club.
Yeah, literally, dude. It was pretty funny, man. I can't believe like he got his laptop leaked like that.
Wow.
Should be in prison.
Wow.
Because those numbers are not the only thing that got leaked.
Right. Of
His
course.
nude body with a bunch of children got leaked too, and I don't know why he's not in jail for it. So,
no doubt, should be.
In the process. While the UK courts were happy to push it through, they only backed down after the US government told them to stop. There isn't anything they can do about 4chan really, other than just block it entirely.
Delightful testimony you gave me earlier on with your
4chan,
speech.
really?
But hey, that's fine. You can say what you like. I don't care. Because that's what free speech is. And in a sense, this has all been going wrong now for a couple of decades. We've kind of forgotten the Voltairean principles that we'll fight and defend to the death your right to say something that we fundamentally disagree with. That is the absolute foundation, if you think about it, of free speech and democracy, of living in freedom. It's kind of why we fought 2 world wars.
But as other tech companies see how easy it is just to ignore the OSA, they might follow suit. The UK clearly wants a Chinese-style firewall with mandatory
Facts and birth rates per capita and so on. I get you.
The number one name.
What?
The number one name for babies in the UK has been Mohammed.
And they
make 6% of our population.
Madness,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's the
Wow.
Do you know some people don't think this is happening in the UK? They think it's just scare tactics. It is happening. It is happening.
Yeah.
Some people think it's scare. Some people think this is just like a psyop type thing. There might be psyops tied in with it, but it's certainly happening. There's definitely a load of illegal immigrants coming over. We see it literally, physically, and some people don't think this is happening.
Look, where I live, you can't escape it. Even my taxi driver says
Exactly.
they're everywhere.
Exactly. Anyway, carry on.
government ID checks to look at anything other than cat videos. If you even disagree or point out the obvious problems with this, then you're on the side of predators according to the technology secretary. It's a clear case of using shame to control the narrative. But as we'll find out, this political manipulation has doomed the British people to decades of suffering.
Yeah, Baz has got 2 versions, remember? Baz has got 2 of his own versions. Bibles.
It all revolves around immigration and how that faithful open borders policy
Is somebody about to stop? No, it was maybe just the video.
set this country up for failure, along with brewing hatred, rising crime, and a country on the verge of a crisis. As the UK and other countries continue to try and control the internet right now, having a VPN is more important than ever. And that's where today's sponsor comes in, private internet access.
I thought he did his sponsor earlier.
I thought
There we
Yeah.
go. Let's go into that.
And funnily enough,
Tony Blair, Tony Blair. Yeah, asshole. Another asshole.
Tony Blair
Is he? Sir Tony Blair? Yeah, probably.
is still unapologetic about the immigration boom he started. Just take a listen to this clip of his recent thoughts on the topic.
There are people who are anti-immigrant, okay, and they're just anti-immigrant as a matter of principle. There's not a lot you can do about that, but they're a minority.
Justin just came for the ads and sponsors.
Right, so he's just said some people are against immigration.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're against
illegal.
Yeah, undocumented men who are coming, and they're men. They're not women and children. They're not people running from war-torn countries.
No.
They are grown men that are coming here for one reason, and it's no good.
Yeah, exactly. It's no problem if someone wants asylum because they're being persecuted and they could be killed. Fine, but that's not what's happening. This is illegally happening. Migration's fine. Immigrants, fine. But illegal immigrants, no. Because if I do something illegal, I get arrested. But they're coming over illegally. They don't get arrested. They get put and given their own place.
But if you're running from a war-torn country, right? Mm-hmm. Where are your wives and children and elders? Why is it all
just the guys?
Adult, grown-ass men who we all know what's coming. It's not hard.
No, exactly.
There's then a much larger group of people who are not anti-immigrant, who recognize the benefits that immigration can bring. And, in America, it's brought enormous benefits. In the UK, it's brought enormous benefits.
Here we can.
It's illegal immigration.
Yeah. Great benefits to this country in the last few years.
Right.
If you look at the rate of people who are unemployed, most of them are Pakistani origin or Afghan or British make up a small percentage of British people per capita than they do for crimes, for anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see that he still divides people based on whether they agree with him. You have the people who are against it as irrational and stubborn and capable of changing their minds. It implies their reasons are racist or bigoted without ever actually using those words. And if people go along with this thinking, they'll immediately place themselves in the second group. After all, most people know they aren't racist and will therefore rationally accept what he's saying. Then they're more likely to believe in the opinions he slips in. That immigration just has only enormous benefits without the downsides. But as we'll find out, this really hasn't been the case at all. And now almost everyone in the UK agrees on this topic. And lastly, he talks about control and limits, but there clearly aren't any of these anymore, or even when he was in office. It's the same position that Labour takes today. They use false shame and dirty tactics to browbeat people into agreeing with them. Try and fight back.
Right, like he was just saying there. If you don't give your online identity, then you're just as bad as PDs. Ridiculous. That is it's gaslighting to the max.
Against it, and they dig in even harder. The Reform UK party and its leader Nigel Farage have been leaping ahead in the polls based on the failings of the current government, including the Online Safety Act. One of the reasons being Farage just vowed to repeal it if elected. It's easy votes for him and a whole lot of lost votes for Labour in the next election. But still, they continue to double down. The Deputy Prime Minister has most recently asked Farage how he would expect to protect women online if a Reform government did repeal the act. Reform responded by saying the Starmer's early release programs for predatory offenders have a much worse effect on the safety of women than any
early release programs for
pedos.
Yeah, early release programs.
Anyone
that is an early release is a gift. That's rewarding you.
You only do a 30 sentence.
Yeah,
anyway.
that's rewarding you for being a good prisoner.
Yeah, but you shouldn't get that.
No, of course you shouldn't. Of course you shouldn't.
That the Online Safety Act prevents. They cite the grooming gangs and other problems associated with migration, which brings us right back to Tony Blair's policy of mass migration. Since he began this experiment, pressure from the British public began to grow. Most people were against mass migration, however you framed it, and it was a major contributing factor in Labour's decreasing popularity. Although all of this ignores the elephant in the room, even though the UK's government could see that sustained or even increased migration was becoming a massive election-losing issue, they carried on. Which begs the question of why? Well, the answer reveals itself when you ask what politicians actually get out of mass migration, the actual consequences of the policy that they very rarely speak about. One obvious benefit for politicians is that migrants fill jobs and expand the pool of available workers. Between 2010 and 2015, for example, around 2.1 million more jobs were created in the UK, but over half of those jobs were filled by new immigrants. These new workers are great for corporate and business leaders. A larger work pool means higher competition among workers and more demand for jobs. It means they can pay generally lower wages to their native workers and much lower wages to immigrant labourers. Because of lobbying, these are the people spending millions upon millions to politicians who ostensibly just rely on a small public sector paycheck to actually fund their exorbitant lifestyles. So any politician who wants campaign funds or a second house will always do what they want, what these business interests want, not what the British public wants. And they'll never...
This is like watching a spiritual browbeating. Shame. Right.
think of the long term. Then there are the...
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, PJ.
Yeah.
There was a protest a couple of weeks ago in Dudley at a migrant hotel, and ITV News reported that they went to that hotel, but it wasn't migrants, it was a hotel for the homeless, which is a lie.
They chat shite, don't they?
Yeah, of course. Of course. See what I mean?
No, but if you watch, right, because I watch a lot of protests and that, and the marches and that, and if you watch it, the mainstream media will say the far right, right, which is anyone that holds a flag or disagrees with illegal immigration, they will say that the far right got arrested, but they miss out the fact that the paid Antifa protesters, and they're paid by unions and the government and that, and they're the ones that actually get arrested more than the people fighting for this country. It's mad.
Yeah, well, that could be true as well. Justin, when they force online IDs, most of us won't be online anymore. Well, exactly. If they're forcing it,
it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And owning sections of British society who...
Thing is, if it does kick off badly, the police will have to choose which side they're going to be on.
Yeah,
and these protesters against the Patriots, they're going to have it.
Yeah.
I've seen coppers outside hotels where they're all protesting, and the looks in their faces, that most of them don't want to be there. Tommy Robinson, who I'm not a fan of, but he said when he gets arrested for stupid shit, the coppers say to him, "We're on your side. We totally agree with you."
Well, some of them, but not them all, babe.
No, but
order followers.
Yeah.
But at some point, it's going to come that it's either us or them.
Right. Exactly.
Use their massive amounts of wealth to influence politics far more than any other small voting bloc can. They love mass migration's economic effects. A new city's worth of people every year then drives up housing demand. It means they can charge more as landlords. Tons of MPs are also landlords, of course. In fact, one UK politician was recently forced to resign over this issue. She had forcefully...
The landlords are getting offered 5 years in advance. 5 years worth of money to have these people as well.
They're changing houses into HMOs.
What's an HMO?
House of multiple occupancy.
Oh, right, a multiplex. Yeah.
So say where I live, it turned into bedrooms.
Yeah, I get it. It's mad. It's crazy.
Evicted some of her tenants last year. Then she quickly relisted the house for £700 more per month that she was renting it for a few months earlier. The biggest irony of all was that she used to be the homelessness minister. Now, people always say that mass migration increases GDP as an overall benefit to the economy, because then you have more cultural enrichment. But unfortunately, this really hasn't been the case. And the UK government has known this for years, probably from the start to begin with. In 2008, the House of Lords said this in their review into the economic impact of migration. Quote, it concludes that the economic consequences of large-scale immigration are mostly minor, negative, or transient, that the interests of more vulnerable...
Minor, negative, or transient. Not nowadays. Not nowadays. Not minor. Not at all.
Sections of the domestic population may well be damaged, and that any economic benefits are unlikely to bear comparison with its substantial impact on population growth, which means that they knew this for years that immigration had no real benefit on the economy overall. A later calculation by the government saw that a 250,000 increase in immigrants every year would increase GDP by 0.5%. However, it would also increase the population by 0.4%, so the actual benefits to British people wouldn't ever be noticed. However, the negative effects everybody would feel would be massive. So then why do it? Well, a larger economy looks good on paper. It lets the politicians go to the debates with ammo on what used to be the biggest issue, the strength of the economy. Of course, after so many years of so many new immigrants coming in, and the culture completely changing in the country, and the issue just getting too hard to ignore.
Because it's really because these people hate the human race and they want to destroy it and enslave it.
Simple.
You know, the New World Order and all that. I don't know if he's going to say that, but he's got the right idea.
Yeah. I mean, he has spoke about the end.
Like, oh, who's doing this? You know, like,
yeah.
What did I do with that video? Remember the old man, and he said something. Can you talk louder or something? And they thought he said, "Can you talk English?" Because he was partially deaf. Remember?
Oh yeah.
And the coppers went up to him and said, that can be perceived as a hate crime.
Oh yeah, I'm
because
not sure.
He said,
I know what you're on about.
Can you speak louder?
I know.
And they thought he said, Can
you speak English?
And it could be a hate crime because they thought he said something he didn't say.
Yeah. Because just by say, even if you did say, can you speak English? I mean, come on. How is that bloody hate crime? That's ridiculous. Beyond a joke.
It's become the heart of the debate in the UK. While Labour tried to cover up the mass migration by shaming their critics, demonising the British public for even questioning these policies, Cameron and all the Conservatives that came after him tried to exploit the anger instead, while still actually changing nothing, and even worsening the crisis into disaster levels, all to gain quick lobbyist money for companies selling out the country. 10 years ago in 2015, the illegal immigration problem went to new levels. And so David Cameron and all the Conservatives align themselves with anti-immigration rhetoric, with remarks such as calling migrants a swarm of people, which brought criticism from the left but obviously intended to gain more favour in the wider public.
This is very testing, I accept that, because you've got a swarm of people coming across the Mediterranean.
Didn't you all invent the English language over there? Well, I didn't. I'm Scottish, so I didn't invent it.
I definitely didn't invent it.
I just learned it.
No, we just speak it because that's what we were spoken.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah, you don't speak.
I had to learn it a little bit.
Seeking a better life, wanting to come to Britain because Britain has got jobs, it's got a growing economy, it's an incredible place to live, but we need to protect our borders by working hand in glove with our neighbours, the French, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Of course, none of this actually meant he was going to do anything to curb immigration.
No, he said something back then about it, but he didn't do nothing about it, did he? He didn't do nothing about it.
As under him,
yes.
Do you watch Marty Blackburn?
No.
No, you know.
I don't watch. In general, I don't watch anything political. I mean, I get it.
No, he's an auditor.
Oh, okay. I might do. I might not just know by name. Then I'm crap with names.
Yeah, he put. I watched a video of his earlier. It's only 10 minutes long, and it's a group of lefties from Leeds. Went to Egypt and they was doing this free Palestine thing.
Oh, yeah.
And they got battered by the Egyptians.
Oh,
nice.
It's like the ones with the rainbow flags.
Mm.
There was a Palestinian bloke and they said these trans people are protesting for you to have your country or whatever.
Mm.
And he was like, we don't want them because it's against their religion.
Well, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Nobody wants them, but we take them. Mm.
I'll drop the link in case anybody wants to watch it.
Good idea. Good idea.
There you go.
The number of immigrants more than doubled. And that's when the British public would soon realise that no matter who you voted for, nothing actually changed. The one key issue that the public cares most about isn't good for business. If all the cheap labour stopped coming into the country, then that would be bad for all the companies that rely on it. So why not pay off politicians on both sides to make sure the British public never gets what they actually want? As successive governments have also failed to deal with the problem, not because they can't, but because they don't make money from it. As they all did the same calculations that Blair's Labour had done years ago, they saw the short-term benefits while ignoring the huge long-term costs of the country that mass immigration would cause. Even the supposed temporary benefits that are advertised to everyone failed to make a dent anymore. Even with migration at record levels, the economy is still massively stalling. Most people in the wider public know about this, but never actually see the benefits themselves. And immigration's short-term boost to the overall GDP has been very useful for politicians trying to make the economy look better, for example. But the crucial issue is that this whole debate ignores mass immigration's effects on social cohesion throughout the country. The everyday experiences of people living in a country that's undergone such a drastic transformation is what's important. As we'll see, mass migration has damaged nearly every single part of British society. The economic effects of just adding tons of people to an already crowded country are one thing, but it also impacts communities and whether people feel like the government is giving them a fair deal. The effect on public services is as obvious as it is damaging. They're simply being overloaded. Since 2010, 7 million of the country's new residents have signed up to the GP. That's 7 million more people waiting in doctors' offices, taking appointments and filling up the system. Suddenly the UK's proudest institution.
That's it. You know what I mean? That's more people on the NHS, which means, and hospitals were already overrun.
But do you know what? Like, I've got obviously quite a lot of conditions, but I've been to my GP surgery once, and it was to register. If I want anything, I email them because it's easier. Because otherwise, you're on the phone for a week trying to get through. But these people that are coming illegally are getting private healthcare.
Of course.
Like, we have people dying on waiting lists and they're getting private healthcare. Are you taking the mick? And then they wonder why the British people have had enough.
It's like that. Beyond a jest.
Does my head in.
Beyond a jest.
The NHS was completely swamped with new people, making it far more inefficient, as the growth in doctors and healthcare professionals to deal with this influx hasn't kept up. In fact, the amount of practicing GPs in the UK has actually fallen since 2017. Because why would anyone even want to be a doctor for the NHS? As they see millions and millions of people coming into the country and getting free healthcare and public services, which means they're constantly overworked, without ever actually getting paid. As the strain on public finances means that, like nearly everyone else, their pay hasn't risen to match the increased cost of living. Anyone looking to become a doctor has to face down decades of relatively
nobody's money has been raised to deal with the cost of living here, the raised cost of living. I mean, the past few years it's gone really like up, hasn't it? Cost of living ridiculous. I mean, for the first year we got like if you were on benefits you got 300 once a week, once a year. Once a year. Then you got 250 later on, twice, and we got that twice. You got that twice. That was it to help out with it. What?
Do you know what Jono said?
What?
Imagine how hooked they are. Their lives must be in the first place, then end up in England. And I'll put Jono. It's a good job on your mate.
Low-paid work, and mountains of student debt and terrible stressful hours, simply because of the strain caused by immigration in the first place. Then the lack of incentives only makes the problem worse. It's a vicious spiral. For regular people, this means longer waits for critical healthcare, more cancelled and delayed surgeries, and more mistakes made by tired, overworked doctors. Now you have to wait months for an appointment by some overworked guy who doesn't even care about his job anymore. The whole system slows down and works less efficiently, and now the thing that made the British proud is just hated on by everyone today. And no matter how much money struck at it, it just doesn't fix the problem. Between 2023 and 2024, the NHS spent around...
I love tea rather than coffee. No sugar in tea. Because I've had too much coffee today.
I find it weird that you drink tea with no sugar.
but coffee with.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I prefer tea. I just don't like taste of tea with sugar. I've always been like that.
The dog likes tea.
I know. She might take 3 days to drink it as well.
No, she'll drink mine quicker than she'll drink her own.
Yeah, this laptop's being but it's like cutting out this video, but the video's nearly finished.
£3 billion on agency staff. Often these agencies will exploit the fact that they're directly needed, charging thousands of pounds per outside nurse for just one shift of work, which is just a symptom of how these predatory institutions and companies made the immigration problem a lot worse. They actually want more immigrants to come into the country, because when tax-paying institutions are
See, they want more. It's encouraged. A lot of people just think this is bullshit. It's not. We see it happening. Physically
drained, they can charge as much as they can and the government will pay to fix the problem. Anything but to deal with the core root issue at hand. I mean, just look at housing. One massive reason we identified earlier for the mass migration campaign was the benefit to landlords and property owners. Adding hundreds of thousands of people every year massively increases the demand for housing.
Yeah, I'd like to stop taking sugar in my coffee, but I just like the taste of coffee with a bit of sugar, not a lot of sugar. Not a lot of sugar though, but tea, I just can't take with sugar. It tastes like candy to me. Not nice. So yeah, I did used to take tea in my sugar as a kid, but my mum never took tea. I noticed my mum never took, my mum never took sugar in her tea or coffee. So I remember as a kid copying her, and I stopped taking sugar in my tea, and I liked it. But when it came to coffee, I didn't. So I take sugar in coffee, but not in tea. Yeah, no, I don't use sugar substitutes. Nah, I don't like saccharin and stuff like that. I like honey, but I don't have it in tea anyway.
With rents and property prices rising based on the demand for housing, it's no surprise that the landowning elites want more people in the country. Their property holdings in London and Birmingham will only gain value because of it, even at the detriment of the entire country. The end result are these massive neighborhoods of people, most of whom recently moved to the country barely scraping by. They haven't had any time to integrate, their previous national identity is still far stronger than anything the UK has to offer, and it also means there isn't really any incentive to integrate or follow the UK's customs. In fact, a lot of them even hate the country, seeing it as a doomed, overpriced place to begin with.
Right, absolutely. It is overpriced. It's very overpriced. I mean, once upon a time, I don't know if that would have been. Mind you, yeah, living here, we've always said it's been overpriced, but to this point, it's a lot different. It's a lot more overpriced now than what I remember as a kid. That's for sure. That's for sure. Oh, I thought Vicky was shouting at me. She's not.
Especially when the public is starting to hate on these people locked up in 5-star hotels, creating even more of a culture war within the country, tensions that are really not needed right now, and a lack of public services available for all these new people often creates social issues as well. Littering and huge multi-month strikes from the council creates mountains of trash all around the country. Who could feel proud of their community when it's literally covered in filth? Other problems like more serious crimes also flourish in these forgotten segregated neighborhoods. With nowhere else to turn for legitimate work or improvement in society, people naturally get sucked into the criminal underworld. These parallel worlds are awful for the UK sense of community. The lack of public funds means the government just can't deal with the problems that so many more people create. And this isn't just the right-wing press talking either. Even the ultra-left Guardian newspaper has been forced to admit this. Last year, they ran this opinion piece on the economic dangers of immigration. It went mostly unnoticed by the readership though, either because people just want to ignore the issue altogether, or they're already aware of all of this and see it with their own eyes in towns and cities across the UK, where crime is destroying the social fabric that used to make the UK a high
headshot for Babylon. Reminds me of Bacchus Parade in New Orleans. Right, I get you. Reminds me of Bacchus.
trust society. So instead, the rich people who would read this stuff anyway are moving to places like the Cotswolds to get away from all of this. And that's not to say there should never be asylum seekers or people trying to immigrate into the country at all, but at the current rates, it's just not possible and isn't working. All it's doing is straining a country in economic decline. So how can it possibly continue when recent stats show that the UK saw a record of 111,000 applications for asylum last year. Even though the system is full to bursting, the UK is accepting more applications anyway, meaning the result is a government which has decided to put them up in hotels instead. It's a massive symbolic issue. Regular people can't afford rent, meanwhile people from other countries are put up in 4-star hotels at the taxpayer's expense. Meanwhile, they're often working anyway.
4-star hotels are better than my bloody 1-bedroom flat. Not 1 bedroom, my bedsit flat, my studio flat, which is 1 room, a bathroom, and a kitchen. No bedroom, just 1 room. Better than my 1 room. Wow.
Anyway, if you've ever made an order through Uber or Deliveroo, you might have noticed the name of the driver didn't match who actually showed up, as it might well have been because of account sharing and the shadow economy that's growing in the UK. And the tech companies want this because it's cheaper labour for them, as they get paid either way, which is inadvertently encouraging a system where one person can legally make an account then rent it out to people who aren't allowed to work. And the evidence is right there to
You see that? That was all Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff. You know, they all come over and they get the hotels paid for them, and they're earning $1,600 a month on Uber Eats and all that stuff. And none of them can speak things. And do you know, I remember getting deliveries, and they're not even coming to my door. I'm having to go out to meet them, and then they're asking me how to do their app, on how to do their job. Like, oh, what do I press here? I don't know. This is your job, your app. I haven't been trained up on that. Even though I knew what to do, I just pressed something. Yes, I'll shut off the camera. What?
No, they're putting them in £300,000 houses.
Houses? I thought it was hotels.
No, but they're moving them to houses, and there's
Well,
some
they will
brand
eventually.
New, no, they already are. There's some brand new £300,000 houses that they're putting them in.
Madness. Pure
We've got
madness.
homeless people of our own.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's plenty of homeless of our own that need places. And the only thing is, some of the homeless, yeah, when they do get sorted out and off the street, it's just hostels to get into. It's just hostels, and it takes a long time from getting hostel to a place of your own. But yet they can come into the country, go into hotels, then get a house. It's beyond a jest. What?
I've lost the back of my fags.
Well, I don't know where they are, babe.
Well, they've only been sat here.
Well, they must be down the side or something. I don't smoke your cigarettes.
No, I know you don't, because they're the thingy ones.
Are they in the drawer?
No.
There's loads there.
Yes, I know, but I had a different packet.
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo.
Thank you.
Told you. In the drawer.
See, one MP who visited a migrant hotel found dozens of delivery bikes lying around outside. These are the same bikes which race through the streets and pavements of London, ignoring red lights and knocking over pensioners. It's a situation where the rich make the profit, the immigrants get exploited for cheap labour, and living in London is somehow made slightly worse, but at least you can get a kebab delivered to your door. This is the real way in which the UK is becoming more divided because of immigration, as these small problems.
Yeah, they're blasting about, and them electric bikes go quite fast. I mean, them electric bikes are going at least 35 miles an hour.
They're giving them driving lessons and everything.
Mm-hmm. And they don't give a crap
They get
about
free
that.
gym membership.
I know.
Out,
I know.
Like, better than some kids in this country.
Yeah, it's beyond a joke. We used to whine about students and what they got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they have to pay a university. They
I know.
have to pay rent.
I know. We used to
These
whine
people
about
are
them,
paying
but
for
now
nothing.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, like, look at gas and electric prices that
no.
we pay. They get that for free. They get the internet for free. They get water for free.
Yeah, my electric, they've been trying to charge me like £300 a week?
Yeah.
A week or a month? No, sorry, a month.
No, it's more than that.
No, it should be. They're trying to charge me like £300 a month when it should be £80, and because of that, I've been put into debt for it. They haven't come out and sorted things. They won't give me a smart meter because they say the cupboard's all messed up when it wasn't where the meter is. And it's like I'm paying for the whole 4 flats on my floor.
It's double what I pay, and mine is about double the size of yours.
Yeah, and I'm a bedsit. I've got one room, and they're trying to say that I am using the same as a family of 3 or 4 with a 3-bedroom.
Right.
I'm intent in a couple of years. I'm literally in 9,000, nearly 10,000 pound debt with the electric.
But
in a couple of years, and for the first year, I paid everything. I was in credit. As soon as April come, it said I was 1,500 in debt.
But
straight away.
For the same time frame that he got billed 9,000, my gas and electric is 3,000. That costs 3,000 for a property that's double the size.
Yeah.
Plus all the shit I have plugged into it.
Yeah. And it's still not sorted out for me yet. It's still not sorted out for me. You know what I mean? I need to get it sorted properly. It's it doesn't matter what I do, it doesn't seem to get sorted. So yeah.
I had a bailiff.
And they just keep saying, he's sending me emails, oh, we're worried about you. This not being paid. If you can't ring this number. Yeah, and what you're going to do, you're going to put me on a payment plan for something that I don't owe because I didn't use.
I had a bailiff at the door for the water because I hadn't paid it.
It's beyond the joke. It's beyond the joke.
But I didn't let him in. I didn't even answer the door.
Madness. Anyway, let's get this finished so we can get over to watch some movies. Get this political crap. I'm done with it. I've done 2 on these. I'm done with it because it's what we see every blooming day.
It's not just that though. I tell you about it all day.
I know. But I mean, I had to do a few things on it. So yeah, it's been done. It's been done now.
It's electric radiators. You know, not gas radiators. Yeah. It's but there's only 2.
I have. Yeah, the heating hasn't been on for 8 months. I haven't had the heating on for 8 months. Sometimes I put it on the winter when it gets cold, but the heating hasn't been on for a long time. No, it shouldn't even. The heating would, in my place, it's only electric. I haven't got gas. The heating would have cost the most in there, but not that much. Not that much. I'm in a bed sit. It's ridiculous. Like I say, for the first year, my bills were coming in £50 a month, £80, £60, £40. I paid them all, and I was in credit. And then when the first tax year came, it said I was 1,500 in debt straight away, even though I was in credit up to that point. As soon as the tax year come, I was in debt. It's just ridiculous. And from there, it's just added on and added on and added on. So I'm not actually even paying my own bill now because I don't know what my bill is because they've given me all this frigging debt. Yeah.
Chilling, yeah. He has an immersion heater.
Yeah, I've got a hot water tank. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I don't even use it though. I don't even use it because I use the electric shower. I'll use the electric shower for dishes and that. But how much do I really use in that when I just swirl things as I go along?
You don't even use the cooker very often.
I don't even use the cooker. No.
Like I use my cooker daily.
Yeah. It's chilling. It doesn't matter how we work it. There's no way a bed sit should cost £300 a month.
It's the price of 3 of these.
Yeah, and it's also the price of my sister's. My sister has got a family, and she's got three bedrooms. Yeah, 3 bedrooms. I think. Yeah, she must have. She might have 2 bedrooms, but she's got a house.
Yeah, but she don't pay that.
Yeah, and she's on gas and electric.
She pays less.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got 2 bedrooms.
I just can't afford to pay that. There's no way I could afford to pay that. They're asking if I paid what they're asking for, that is what I get monthly, money-wise. You know what I mean? Pretty much. Well, no, it's half actually. It's half.
It's just a joke, though, isn't it? Yeah. Like I pay British Gas, and they're a lot cheaper. But you didn't even get to.
Mine's is EDF. It's a French company.
Yeah, but you didn't have a choice. They told you can't.
No, I didn't have a choice. I tried to change over, and they says no, and not until the debt's paid. Can't do it. And I'm not paying the debt. I'm not paying it.
40 quid a week in a 2-bedroom house.
There you go. But like I said, for the first year, I was paying 80, 50, 60. And like I say, and it was fine. And that was just electric, and it was fine. But now, all of a sudden, I said within the first year, I was 1,500 in debt after being in credit the whole year.
I pay 163 a month.
Even that's high. Oh, hold on. Yeah, even that's high for me. I would say that's high still.
Well, no, because I have everything on, don't I?
Yeah, I still think it's a bit high. But even it's just ridiculous. There's no way it can be justified. I have to get it sorted somehow. I have to. Anyway, I might have to go to the law centre. Anyway, let's carry on, get this finished.
Build up over time and create more and more resentment, especially because people have watched the government lie about immigration for years. For decades, they used their votes to end it, but neither party actually listened.
Plenty of letters there as well. I've got plenty of letters there with the debts. I can show you them. I can show you them when, not here because I'm at Vicky's, but when I get back there, I'll show you them. What's that, Frank? The original Vicky treatment at Sandra Chilling. Did you see the vids of the luxury conditions of the hotel? Yeah. It's madness, isn't it, bro? It's madness, man. Beyond a joke.
Listened, and now Nigel Farage of all people is the favourite to succeed Keir Starmer as Prime Minister. It hasn't just changed how people vote though. The protests last year are clear examples, and we've seen similar protests happening this year as well. But instead of tackling the underlying problems, the government has focused on dealing with the symptoms, as they've lost control of the system. The UK made a big show of handing out lengthy prison sentences to...
I was going to say Roger's shop must be 10 miles away.
He's probably on phone.
Oh, it's Sov on.
I don't know.
I don't know if Sov's on. Maybe he's on Sov's. Let's see. No, Sov's not on. Sov's not on. Not in a minute. No, not that I can see. Not that I can see.
Protesters and rioters last year offer multiple years for a social media post. People who committed crimes should be punished, but these sentences, the efficiency with which they were handed out, and the scale...
150 a month for water bill. Is that what you get? 150 a month water bill is. I don't know what water bill is here. Mm. I mean, we get water bills as well, but I won't pay for water bill.
I think it's about 50 quid a month.
Yeah, about 50 here. But so it's about $80, I'd say, ish. 70 maybe, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's terrible. We have to pay for stuff that falls out of the sky. You know, madness.
Of the arrest was staggering. With expressed judges, visits to the home for tweets, it felt like the government was sending a harsh message, especially when other crimes go unpunished every single day. Petty crimes like shoplifting are just completely ignored by both shop staff and the police now. And it isn't uncommon to see security seals and stickers on steaks, laundry tablets and other goods in London. Phone snatching has been rising for years as well. Most people don't even bother to report it nowadays, as you'll never get it back and you'll never see
that. Come along and snatch the guy's phone. Come along and snatch the guy's phone out of his hand from his electric bike.
Did you not see that bloke in London that got killed for his Rolex?
Oh, it's beyond a joke.
Justice. It's literally a meme for getting your phone snatched and being stabbed in London these days. And yet even with all of this, the government has begun carpeting the pavements in London with patronising signs instead. If a street has enough phone snatchings that you need warning signs, maybe you could try and station a police officer there and arrest the criminals instead. Even major crimes like burglary go uninvestigated. The economic burden of dealing with so many people has left nothing untouched, including the police.
That's mad because that's one thing. And not so much in Scotland, you don't get a lot of time for it. For HBs in Scotland, it's called housebreaking in Scotland. And we used to get, it used to be like 3 months, 6 months at a time, HBs. But in England, burglaries, you could get time for them down here. 3 to 7 years. But now they're not even investigating them. But it used to be a big thing here. If there was burglaries went on, the police wanted you. The police wanted you if there was burglaries going on, but now they're just not being investigated. Isn't that mad? Especially when it was a big thing at one point. Then yeah,
it's a joke, isn't it? Like, imagine getting your house robbed. Somebody has invaded your space, where like women, kids, whatever, old people, they don't care, and all you get is a crime number to give to your insurance company. What if you haven't got insurance? Most of us don't have insurance.
Right.
So what are they getting back? Nothing.
Exactly. When I put on the movies, I'm going to have to swap screens because that's the bigger screen. Because on the laptop it would be small for me, so I'm going to have to put it on that screen. Cool. Right. Anyway, let's get this finished. It's nearly done, I think, guys.
The UK government can tell that it's losing control over the people. Public services have ground to halt. Crime is everywhere in major cities. London in particular has an unmistakable air of hostility now. The Notting Hill...
Go on, Jay.
So, I'm saying I'm here, brother. I just don't have much to say.
Nah, it's all good.
You know what I mean? So.
Don't worry. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I go a whole stream with not saying much. Sometimes there isn't much to say.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the topic, so.
Hey, no, either do I. I know more of it because of Vicky. That's obviously.
I was gonna say she knows about it. I know that.
Oh yeah, she does. She does. I mean, obviously, I witness it, but she knows the ins and outs of it.
Right.
Carnival, for example, a festival designed to celebrate foreign cultures, has had a major crime problem for years now. Footage of the event shows how miserable it looks. Every year there's just violent crime and disorder. The government has responded by trying to claw back control in any way possible. But now with all these measures and the dawn of a new digital ID system, it's starting to look more and more like fascism. The same fascism they say these measures are designed to prevent in the first place. These are measures they've taken to combat the growing levels of resentment against the government, but they're also things they've only been able to do because of all the threats they've created for children, women and young adults. This will be the lasting legacy of this Labour government and the previous 2 decades of two-party rule. Both parties have taken advantage. They've used the constant state of crisis they put us in to extend their own power. Now it's just getting ridiculous. When the government arrests a man for saying he dislikes Palestinian flags in the street, no matter your views on the conflict, you have a problem.
In any event involved the Palestine, okay? The reasons why we did this is on the 17th of the 10th of 2023 on Bethel Green Road at 10:04. You were witness saying, obviously, people, why are they all...
Frank, where I live, not far from me, because where I live, there's quite a lot of hotels full. But one of the hotels, one of them was arrested for SA on a girl, trying to kidnap a little boy. And then another one stood in the window of the hotel and put his finger across his neck, like to slit your throat. And I bet they get nothing.
No, of course they won't.
But if it was a white British person, they'd be banged up for years.
And someone, you just showed me earlier on, one of the foreign dudes got asked why he did the essay that he did to someone. Well, who was it to?
To a woman.
To a woman. And
he
says, oh, just because I felt like it at the time. That was his reasoning. I felt like it. For essaying a woman. Yeah, he felt like it.
We let them into our country, etc.
When people are getting arrested for praying outside abortion clinics. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. By doing this, both parties became the same kind of bureaucratic, power-hungry, manipulative...
Bloody hell. I'm pausing it and it's taking like 3 seconds to pause. Yeah, that was the initial thing, remember, for when it came to the praying stuff, wasn't it? Praying outside the abortion clinic.
Yeah.
And that was it, and getting arrested for it. A Christian praying outside the abortion clinic. And because, it was classed as like, you're trying to cause a revolution here, like some kind of riot here. You know what I mean? So
you can preach the Quran on the streets of Britain, but if you preach the Bible, you get arrested, because when there's certain things in the Bible that obviously they don't like, and when you do that, it's classed as a hate crime.
Yeah.
But you can read the Quran, which tells you to unalive the unbelievers, and that's fine. And this is what the problem is. It's one rule for them and another for us.
Right. Exactly. It is exactly that.
And we've just had enough.
Of course.
Organization. They got rid of the difference, and now the two-party system has finally begun to fall apart. The Conservatives are years and years away from rebuilding their reputation. Labour have already wasted their chance, and now Reform, although not great, are most likely the successors, and their legacy will hinge on whether they actually do anything different. They may even bring in proportional representation, which would actually kill the two-party system for good. However you feel about Reform in and of itself, the future will at least bring an end to this toxic deadlock in the UK's politics. Maybe somewhere way down the line we'll get a politician that doesn't lie or use a crisis for their own gain. But you probably shouldn't hold your breath.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm just putting a post up to tell people to join us in Rumble. Join.
Yeah. So our problem isn't migration. It's illegal migration.
Yep.
And it's a two-tier system
right.
where British people are persecuted and oppressed by Islamists.
Right. Exactly. Exactly right.
And the government is on the side of the Islamists because obviously they get money from Saudi and stuff. So they're going to take their side.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But they're trying to outbreed us so that it's predicted by something like 2030 that we're not going to be the majority anymore. We're going to be the minority.
Oh, well, that's good. That's pretty obvious. That's pretty obviously coming. We'll see. Right, guys. Links there for... Oh, I haven't. Oh, I thought I put the link in for Rumble. Links there for Rumble. I'll play out with a Harry Mack. We're going to watch God of Gamblers and Highlander, the old Highlander. Like I said, the first movie will be subtitled, but apparently it's a good movie, so looking forward to it. See you over there. Let's play out with Harry Mack first, and then I'll say bye.
Yeah, I'm dropping out, PJ.
See you,
Sandra, thanks for spending time with us, dude.
Bye, Sandra.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, everybody. Yeah. Good night.
Night.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Nice. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Would you like to hear a freestyle?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. All right, so I'm going to make up a rhyme off the top of the dome, but I need your help. I want to do something custom for you. Would you be able to share something that might be meaningful for you to hear in a song?
Like something related to, like.
Started an hour and a half ago, Derek. I'm finished now. I'm going over to Rumble. Good to see you, though, bro.
Romance.
So is it like like new romance, or is it like a breakup, or like what do you think?
New romance.
New romance. Okay. Wow. Like where should these people meet?
In a grassy field park.
In a grassy field park. I like that.
With flowers everywhere.
With flowers everywhere. Okay, dope. And what do you think is the thing that brings them together?
Their dogs.
Oh, they both have dogs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where do you think they're gonna go for their first date?
A picnic.
They're gonna go back to the park
dogs.
with the dogs, have a picnic. I love it. All right, let's give this a shot. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Listen. Yeah. They was feeling that spark. Feeling that special feeling up in their heart. Yeah, he was walking his dog up in the park and she was doing the same. And both of them came to the same point on the same path. And they recognized there was something going on with that. Maybe just a little message, a sign from up above. And they felt the first flutterings of love. She said, what kind of dog is that? He said, this here is a terrier. She had a golden retriever. He was aware of the breed right away cause he loves dogs nonstop. Yeah, both of them dreamed of being on top of the game with the dogs they was owning. Special love energy that both of them was honing. Yo, they recognized that it had to be real. They walked their dogs together, moving through them grassy fields. Come on, yeah, it's a new romance. Two new people about to give love a chance. Yeah, coming together with their dogs. It's an ill moment from God. Listen, yeah, said it's a new romance. Both of them together about to give love a chance. Yo, keep it honest without no facade. Two people coming together with their dogs. After walking their dogs for an hour, they recognize it's more than just the dog walking, it's a special power. Cause when he talked, she was listening with open ears, and she responded by sharing all her hopes and her fears. He heard her listen and opened up his heart and found out that they both like the same art. They said, we gotta do this again, let's get together. Maybe we can have a picnic next day with sunny weather. Okay, let's bring it back, y'all. Hey, yo, we climbing to the peak of the tower in the fields with the flowers. Yo, they love was growing something like a flower out the dirt, and they both understood just what this love is worth. Sometimes it's not easy to channel LOVE, but they made it happen. I proceed while I'm rapping, and y'all know we be leaving them shook. It's a true love that could never ever be mistook. It's like that.
Oh, that's it. It was a quick one this time. That was a quick one. Right, guys, we will see you over in Rumble. If you're not joining us in there, Thanks for spending time with us, yeah. And I will see you tomorrow. But if not, I'll see you in Rumble in a little minute. Bless you guys.
Thanks for coming.
Hear the Sunset's free. It's free.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ta-da.